Sir, we embark upon this first national seminar on this topic. To conclude, I will say that what would be more satisfying for our research team and for me as a research coordinator, that the venerated personality, His Excellency Dr. APJ Kalam, who inspired us to carry on this research, is personally present to inaugurate the first seminar on this subject. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the man himself, His Excellency Dr. APJ Kalam.
Friends, good morning to all of you. And first of all, I would like to greet Honorable Justice Astronomical and Sri Jawahar Sarkarji and Dr. Krishnamurti and the great organizer Rigveda and then scientists, geological scientists, astronomers and historians, all students. I would like to greet all of you, my greeting friends. I am indeed delighted to participate in the inauguration of seminar on scientific dating of ancient events before 2000 BC. Friends, I am happy that all of you are engaged one way or other in establishing synergy between the scientific wisdom of ancient India and modern scientific invention in various areas such as agriculture, energy, medicine, weapon system and metallurgy. I am sure this type of study will enable us to utilize the scientific techniques used by our ancestors and lead towards an eco-friendly planet Earth for the present and the future. When I am here with all of you, I would like to share my thoughts on the topic, the past meets the present leading to a better future. The topic I have selected, past meets the present leading to a better future. Friends, when we are all, some of you working on scientific dating of epics, particularly Ramayana, I would like to share with you my personal experience. I was born in British India, in Rameshwaram Island, grown there for 16 years when India emerged. My life is completely interconnected in a lovely way, because during various phases of my life, sea waves were giving me beautiful songs, songs of freedom and songs of development. The entire Rameshwaram Island is known to me with great detail, every part of it, because as a young boy, I used to travel all parts of the island to deliver the newspaper daily to various houses. In my eyes, Gandhamana Bhavan appears from where Rama is supposed to have seen Sri Lanka. In front of me appears the famous Godatrama temple of Rameshwaram, Dhanushkodi. Also I see Ramatirtham, Lakshmanatirtham and Jadaitirtham and Agnitirtham in different areas of Rameshwaram. The central point is Ramaswamy temple, where we find the Shivalinga which Lord Rama has worshipped. Today, being the new moon day of Adi month, minimum 3 lakh pilgrims from different parts of the country and Nepal will be converging at Rameshwaram for sea baths and worship. The day of Lord Rama is supposed to have taken the path in Rameshwaram sea after returning from the war to remove the doshas of killing Ravana. The thousands of pilgrims visit the island every day and enjoy its beauty and spirituality. I'll be the happiest fellow if through scientific dimension establish the places from where their Lord Rama, Lakshmana, Hanuman, Sugriva and the Vanara Sena created a base before launching the war at Sri Lanka. Recently I have a profound interest in scientific dating. Hence I have profound interest in scientific dating of Ramayana. That's the introduction. Vedic and post-Vedic literature has a tremendous amount of scientific knowledge which will be extremely beneficial to humanity. For creating a faith in this document, there is a need to establish the date of occurrence of Vedas and Upanishads, which are contained in our mythology, so that they are transformed historical events and not imaginary mythological events. I am happy that this is what the researchers in astronomy, ecology, theology, archaeology, anthropology and space science and ancient history assembled here are going to be carried out and are in process of demonstrating it to the modern scientific world. If you look at the study of scientific dating in Ramayana, the important aspect about the Ramayana is that when Valmiki wrote the epic, he made it with many proofs. He packed so much information about the various planetary positions of those days, the geography of the areas mentioned in the epic, the seasonal events, and about the genealogy of various kings. That virtually virtually to establish the dates on which those events occurred. So, how is astronomical dating done? Says the eminent historian Dr. P.V. Vartak. Quote, Sage Valmiki has recorded the dates of events in detail by describing the position of stars and planets. To decipher the astronomical encodings has not been a trivial task, it's a small task, and not many have attempted to do so. I hope you are all doing. It will be noted that the ancient Indians had a perfect method of time measurement. They recorded thithis, days according to the nakshatra on which the moon prevailed, the months, the seasons, even the different period. By noting a particular alignment of astronomical bodies which occurs once in many thousand years, the dates of the events can be calculated. This is what historian says, over 9,300 years ago. So it's a nice thing to hear. For example, Rigveda talks about an advanced, civilized, predominantly urban and maritime society which has used a variety of ships, boats and 75 different types of houses which include husbands and palaces. Vedic literature reads that Indians had very advanced knowledge of mathematics and were possessing extraordinary knowledge of astronomy. Dakshila University was established in 700 BC, where more than 10,000 students from all over the world studied more than 60 subjects. Similarly, Nalanda University was in existence in 3rd century BC, which has housed more than 90 lakh books. Maharshi Atreya was the first guru of internal medicine. Sri Dhanvantari of surgery and Kashyapa was the first guru of genealogy and pediatrics. Shurashtra describes more than 40 types of surgical instruments, and Ayurveda talks about holistic treatment. Astronomical calculation making use of a planetarium software have proved that events narrated in Valmiki Ramayana actually occurred around 7,000 years back and they can be subsequently dated. Ramasetu is found submerged and the same location as in described Valmiki Ramayana, and the city of Dwarka has been explored by maritime archaeologists here. As per the estimate made by the Intergovernmental Panel of Climate Change, NASA Global Change Market Directory, the rise in the sea level during the last 7,000 years has been about 2.8 meters, which roughly correspond to 9.3 feet. The remains of Ramasetu is found submerged nearly at a depth of 9 to 10 feet. Thus, obviously, this bridge was capable of being used as a land route for 7,000 years back. This is the only existing evidence on a man-made bridge few thousand years back. It is essential that our researchers launch a mission-oriented program in an integrated way by earth science, geological science, remote sensing, space science, oceanography, climate change teams, and the people who built construction under the sea and above all ancient historians. Here I have a twist. Now ancient human history has been revealed beautifully by anthropology. Life originated 600 million years ago and the continental drift occurred 200 million years ago, creating 5 continents. Mammals evolved 140 million years ago. The hominids, that is the human type, evolved 26 million years ago, but modern man only arrived on the scene some 200,000 years ago. He migrated and colonized the world only in the last 50,000 years. The spoken language is some 10,000 years old. What we speak. The spoken language is some 10,000 years old, while writing evolved only a few thousand years ago. All this phenomenal progress has been achieved only within the short span of 200 to 400 generations, that is about 10,000 to 5,000 years. The spoken language period, as per Professor Dobias, is around 10,000 years old, and the birth of Rama, based on the 9th degree of Chaitra, means date 10th January in 5114 BC, that is 7170 years back. We need to establish the relationship between the birth of spoken language and the evolution of Valmiki Ramayana. The dating studies have found that the farmers in the Vedic period used natural manures for their agriculture. They have found 12 types of, now we are promoting that. They have found the 12 types of soil and determined the associated organic manure compatible to the soil types. They did not make use of pesticide or any poisonous element in the agro sector. This has resulted in reduced atmospheric pollution and also provided quality food for the humankind. We have to learn a lot from this experience. Today we have to ensure that we should use eco-friendly fertilizer, pesticide and plant system in our overall agricultural development, taking cue for the ancient civilization that will make a big contribution to green agriculture goal of 21st century. We need to integrate our past civilization heritage in the form of agriculture, other forms of system which provides gaining capacity with reference to modern technologies. Induction of a modern technology definitely add value to our ancestral database of civilization heritage. The mission of scientific dating of our epics, I have the following suggestion. The mission for scientific dating of our epics, I have the following suggestion. Number 1, launching research on India's epics with at least 100 PhDs, with highly talented historical, geological, astronomical, space scientists, and ascertain that veracity of history and date of events in our epics. Number 2, the scientific dating of our epics has also been related to genealogy, with human genome sequences, with the evidence that we found in the form of fossils. That's what Prostovias wrote. The evolution of human origin put forth by Prostovias should be related to events in Indian epics. After all, every India's epics deals with the human history, their conflicts and their civilization. Hence, it has to be related with the evolution of human origin over 600 million years ago, which is scientifically proven. The 4th point, the spoken language period, as per Professor Dobias, is around 10,000 years. And the birth of Rama, based on the 9th Tithi of Chaitra month dates to 10th January in 5114 BC, that is 7117 years back. We need to establish the relationship between the birth of spoken language and the evolution of Valmiki Ramayana. This is the 4th point. Now in conclusion, I have discussed, friends, few areas which can benefit in the dating of the ancient events. I am sure the scientists and technologists and historians assembled here will be present in several areas in which dating can be beneficial. To disseminate the findings of the studies to the large population will require intensive documentation and the application potential of each one of the findings. I would suggest that teams assembled here can work out areas which need to become the part of the learning process of our youth. This will enable the seminar to make specific recommendations including the vital areas of our ancient culture in the primary, middle and secondary school textbooks. In addition, the seminars will attempt networking of people and ideas belong to different specialties like agroscientists, doctors, engineers, archaeologists, geologists and environmental experts, so that the benefits of the lesson arising from the earlier civilization and their lifestyle make a change toward thinking and lead towards the development of an eco-friendly human habitat. The research and scientific dating may have partners who can provide scientific, astronomical, anthropological and geological and genetic data to ascertain the veracity of the historical events. With these words, I am very happy to inaugurate the seminar on sign and dating of ancient events before 2000 BC. My best wishes to all the participants for success in the mission of connecting the past to the present, leading to the better future. May God bless you all, friends. My lecture is what I have talked to you so far, including my website www.abdulkalam.com or half an hour. If you have any question, you can send me apk@abdulkalam.com.